Are you tired of being a brokey in Tarkov?
You're broke! You're fucking poor!
You might want to watch this video. Alright, in this video I'm going to show you an efficient low-risk loot run on everybody's favorite map.
They're in the woods.
Now you might be asking, why the fuck would I want to be on this map? If I wanted to play Running Simulator, I would just go play DayZ. While you're not wrong that DayZ is boring as fuck, we can't deny that not seeing anyone during a raid may actually mean that you survive a raid for once. Let's jump into a scuffed explanation of the route you're gonna take. Take fucking 47 of trying to explain the route. It's easy to explain and easy to do. I'm just fucking dumb. Avoid this fucking X. Don't go there ever. If you spawn on the west side of the map, so this fucking area, squiggly bullshit, make your way to the fucking U-site camp. Tons of great loot there. Scav bunker, it's alright. You can skip it if you want, but I would mostly just get in there, get into the bunker, grab the shit in there, and get the fuck out. The cargo scav bridge overlook, it's got some good stuff in there as well. But here is where the potential of a shit ton of money to be made is. This has a fuck ton, and I'll put the number on the screen, of valuable loot spawns, and there's also like moonshine, you got the marked circle, there's 3 fucking gasoline spawns over here in this area. This is a good place to get some decent shit. After you hit that up, you can either extract with the vehicle, or if you really didn't get much shit from this, which if you didn't, then you're just fucking blind. You can hit up the village, there's some pretty decent shit there. If you're also a greedy bastard, you can hit up the old sawmill. After that, I wouldn't suggest hitting up the medical camp because it's probably been fucking pillaged from player scavs at that point. Well, maybe not yet, but it's probably been fucking pillaged. If somebody spawns on this side, this shit is fucking instantly getting hit. So if you start on the western side and you get to Old Sawmill, I would just fucking leave. There's no point in coming down here. Alright, if you spawn on the east side of the map, you're just gonna take the route in reverse, but hitting the medical camp first. And that's it. Alright, we're gonna start this runoff over at the medical camp. Coming in from the side entrance, we're gonna immediately crank a left, and right in front of us is a medical supply crate and ammo to the right. To the left is some loose provisions on the tables, and inside this tent there's loose medical supplies, provisions. There's a medical bag on that chair. This is a rations crate right in front of us. We got a weapon box and a sports bag. We also have another sports bag. That's not a fucking jacket. Coming out of there, we got another medical bag. We got a technical crate there, ration supply crate there, med bag behind this tent. Inside of here you can get a sports bag or an ophthalmoscope or whatever the fuck. Coming out of there you can get another med bag in here. Nothing in here. You got a technical supply crate here. Sports bags and med bags spawn there. You can get loose medical supplies and lead X's, another medical bag. There's a medical supply crate, a technical supply crate, and a ration supply crate. And you can also get loose medical supplies on that shelf. Coming up here, you got another technical crate, a wooden crate, and a weapon box. And there's also just loose loot scattered around on the surfaces of the medical camp. Alright, now we're going to start heading towards the sawmill. You aren't that familiar with woods, feel free to follow the same route as me, but if you know what you're doing, then take whatever route you want. If you've made it to these barricades, you know you're going in the right direction. All you do is go through them and then just go straight and you'll reach the sawmill. Once you've made it to the sawmill, you want to head down to the BTR. By the third tire, there's a weapon crate spawn, and behind the BTR, there's an ammo spawn. Inside this shed, there's a duffel bag. I don't really suggest going to it, but I mean, it doesn't hurt. At this generator, there's a toolbox that spawns on the pallet. And inside this house, there's a weapon crate, loose spawns on the ground, and a toolbox. Once you reach the barn, this first crate is a technical crate. On the shelves that I'm looking at, you can get tools. And there's nothing on those shelves. Up here, there's a ration crate. And on the other side, there's a weapon crate and attachments on the table. Coming outside of the barn, there's another technical supply crate here, a toolbox behind the generator, and a rations crate there. Inside this shed, you can get ammo on the mattress, another duffel bag, and loose provisions. I'm not sure if any valuables spawn under the bed, but I check anyways. Over at this BTR, there's a wooden crate that spawns behind it, and a weapon crate that spawns in front of it. Alright, we're now reaching the village. I always like to check this log for provisions. Underneath this shitty diving board, you can get Bitcoin spawns and food spawns. In this back corner, you can get tool spawns by the cement bags. There's a toolbox here, and a toolbox spawn right next to this table. In this shed, there's a toolbox that spawns there, ammo on the table, and a toolbox there. Coming into the house, there's provisions in this kitchen area and on the counters. A duffel bag spawns here and loose items on the couch. You got GPU possibly in that box, a 3M on the chair, and valuables under the bed. And a duffel bag spawns on that bed in the corner. Running across the street, as soon as you enter this gate, inside this container, there's grenade case on the ground and ammo spawns inside of it. You got a toolbox under the table. You got moonshine spawns and food spawns in here, and a toolbox back under this shelf. And there's a loose loot all around the outside of this house. As soon as you enter the door, there's a toolbox to your right, and there's food all in this kitchen. Inside this small room, there's a duffel bag that spawns on the chair. Duffel bag on the couch, grenade case right here, and there's loose spawns on the floor. In this garage, there's a loose tools and a toolbox. On the ironing board, you can find food spawns. There's a duffel bag, there's food spawns on the table, and there's loose loot spawns on the table with the computer monitor. Under this bed, you can get a chance for Bitcoins, and there's a duffel bag. Same with this bed. Ammo spawns on this mattress. Out here, you got a toolbox spawn and loose tool spawns on the table. You got a wooden box here and a toolbox back here. There's nothing inside the shed. Once we leave the village, we're gonna head towards the Sunken village. Coming up on this barn, There's ammo spawns. There's a toolbox spawn, and there's a chance for gasoline in there. Next to the blue tractor, there could be gasoline by the tire, and there's gasoline in the shed. Inside the house, there's loose provisions all over the floor. There's ammo on that table. Inside that desk, where the computer would go, is a valuable spawn. In this house, in the bucket, you can either get a Bitcoin spawn or a moonshine spawn, and it's also on the bed. There's also loose meds and food in here. In here, there's valuable spawn inside the tent, and there's a chance for a duffel on the table. There's another valuable spawn inside this bush, and there's also a cache right next to it. Heading to the church, inside the boat, you can get valuable spawns. You can also get valuable spawns inside the church. This is the marked circle. It also spawns valuable spawns like bitcoins, GP coins, lions, horses, you name it. There's 3 valuable spawns in this house. One in the left corner, one in between the 2 bushes in the middle, and one in the left corner at the back of the room. Inside this boathouse, inside of the boat, there's bitcoin spawns and valuable spawns. There's a toolbox on these barrels. There's also a duffel bag on the other side of the boat. There's a moonshine spawn on this table and other food items. There's 3 valuable spawns in this cabin. One can be here next to the bench or on the floor, also inside the box. One here next to the barrel. There's food on these crates, and there's also a valuable spawn on that bed. And here's a toolbox. We're not going to be running over towards the scav bridge. There's a dead scav beside it. It's up to you if you want to loot it, but it doesn't hurt. Inside the first container, you got a wooden crate, you got spawns on this bed, and there's a chance for valuable spawns underneath this cot, and there's also a grenade case. There's food spawns inside of this shed and a duffel bag. There's a jacket on the car, and there's armor that can spawn inside the van. There's a moonshine spawn on this table, as well as you can get valuable spawns on the sack behind me. Alright, we're now at the scav bunker. Coming in, there's a grenade case on this stump. Ammo spawns next to the entrance of the bunker. There's a duffel bag beside this chair. Loose spawns can spawn on the floor in here, and provisions on the table. You can get valuable spawns on this mattress. And there's a jacket above this mattress. Coming out of the bunker, there's also another grenade case and a couple wooden crates. Alright, we're now at the USEC camp. There's a technical crate right here. Over between these 2 rocks on the mattress, there can be an M4 spawn. There's medical supplies and a LEDX spawn on these tables and underneath it, as well as rations. There's a gas spawn on the ground, another ration crate, and there's loose medical supplies inside the tent. Here's an attachment spawn and a weapon box. There's another weapon box that can spawn on the rock to the left. There's another technical crate. Loose attachments and another weapon crate and an MP5 can spawn on the blue barrels or beside them. On the other side of the camp, you can find loose provisions around the tent. There's a technical crate here, a rations crate here, and inside of the tent there's a medical crate. There's also a weapon box. Next to the last cot on the wooden pallet, there's a chance for valuable spawns as well. There's a weapon box in the back of this truck, and you want to check the front seat of the black SUV for an M4 spawn. There's more provisions on this table. Here's a technical crate, a weapon crate, another weapon crate. Between the beds and the rock on the ground, there's a chance for valuable spawns. We've got more attachments and 2 more weapon crates. Up on this rock, there's more attachments and ammo, and there's another chance for an M4. And that's all for this loot run. If you stuck around this far, I just want to show you some honorable mentions. This is the checkpoint. I'll put the location of it in the top right of the screen. There's a violet keycard spawn on the front seat of this truck, a medical bag in the back, and another weapon box next to the truck. In here, there's 2 filing cabinets, and a green wooden crate can spawn right in front of the doorway. This is the attachment cabin. You can find some pretty good attachments and ammo here. Inside, there's food spawns. There's a green crate, ammo behind it, and attachments inside this cabin on top of the pallets. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. I greatly appreciate you watching, and I hope that you found this guide helpful. I do have more videos planned for the near future, so feel free to subscribe to stay updated. Thank you.